Hi, I'm Warren Buckleitner. Today we're going to go to the Netherlands, where we're going to see how technology can be mixed with all sorts of other developmentally appropriate materials. Here to give us a tour is Paulien Dresscher.
Artists, Theodore Watson and Emily Cobaye, they did it again. This is their first sort of abstract piece. It's about 4 elements. When children step on the stage, they are immediately represented as one of the elements: water, fire, earth, or sky. And when the children are moving their hands, they will see that they influence the world around them.
This particular exhibit came from the United States, from Brooklyn actually, and uses Kinect sensors that have been hacked to connect motion with what you see on the screen. With Kinect Sand, you actually touch a screen to cause things. This is from France. Everywhere you look, there's developmentally appropriate things for all of the senses, including smell. In this exhibit called Walk the Line, what you see is actually delayed, so it does a really funny trick with your brain. One of the things that you should notice about visiting the Medialab and Cinekid in general is that kids are mixed freely with the different activities in a very multi-sensory way. In this case, I was able to have this wonderful, rich interaction with this 2-year-old who I didn't even know. We don't even speak the same language, but we were taking turns with this dance. In all of these different activities, there's a common theme of using technology to help children feel powerful.
I always make games for multiplayer, so games which are meant for one person, but I made them for multiple persons. I made Tetris games. I made the game called Flow. So that kind of games. Candy Crush, I didn't play it before, but then I saw someone playing it in the train, and I thought, well, that's a nice game to play with 4 people. And then I started thinking, how do we do it? And this is what came out of it.
What's that thing? Well, the blue thing is the computer that connects the belt to the...
So that orients him in the that's the center of the circle in the computer?
Yes, but this is the sensor,
So his breathing is that circle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
This game is what you actually see is those kids wearing the masks, and what they see inside the mask is just what we see above there. So they only see themselves from above. They have little telephones inside these masks. There is up there is a big camera. And they have to navigate as if they are in third person.
So that's what they see.
That's what they see. So they are their own avatar. So you have some kind of interesting mind-body split here that you have to translate your point of view to your feet.
Right up there. You can see the routers up there blinking away. Now keep in mind, I'm only showing some very select things in the Medialab. There were over 30 exhibits, and a lot of construction kinds of activities where children are coding and actually causing things to happen.
We want to dazzle children with these kind of experiences, but at the same time we want to give them the idea, like, you can do this at home, please do. So here we have a workshop where they can make their own VR glasses. They're just cutting up a piece of wood. They have to put the lenses in and they tie it up together. They can pimp it over there with nice masks and colors and whatever they find, and then they can take it home with them. They stick the smartphone in it and they can experience their own VR content at home. Actually, they even can make their own VR content. That way, we have the whole production line. Children are making the content, VR, which is pretty fancy. They make their own hardware, the glasses, and they are the consumer. They take it home with them, they show it to their friends, they're actually publishers as well. So we have the whole production line in their hands. They totally do it themselves, we just help a little bit. And then you have this counterbalance between what's happening there, the big and fancy installations, and the things they just
So this is
are
the first
able
time
to.
you've made that whole loop.
Yes, it's the first time, and it's a very beautiful loop.
Yeah.
It's also a way of connecting the hardware to the software
Yeah.
in a more intense way. You also see it over there. We call it our little factory. There we are building actually the building blocks we use, for example, for the workblocks.
My name is Adrie Schokker.
Okay.
It's a Dutch name, and yeah, I'm from the collective Now en Herkau, and that's also a Dutch name, but it's translated in English. It's called Now and Ruminate. Yeah, we developed this workshop where kids can make a virtual environment in which they can navigate, but the virtual environment is crafted by cardboard. So we make first cardboard houses and cardboard cars, cardboard airplanes, and then we put it in a 3D scanner, and when it's a digital model, we use the models to actually make a replica of the physical environment. We always like to start in the real world and somehow end up in a digital world, and so it's always those two things we try to combine actually.
So step one is you make it. Step two is you put it into the digitizer.
Yeah, it gets converted to the digital world, and then it's finished there also.
And so step three is in here, and then step four is over there in the game.
Yeah.
In the game. What do you think about Paulien Dresscher?
Yeah, she's really
Is she okay?
inspiring person.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, there she is. What is this thing here?
This is a very beautiful game by a French couple, and it's a game where you have to use your flashlights, you have to collaborate and slowly find your way through the different levels. So in contrast to elements where you just have to, you can do whatever you like
Random.
and find out what's the result, this is the other way around. You really have to aim really precise, and you have to work together to find your way through the game.
So there you have it, the 2015 edition of the Medialab at Cinekid. I've been fortunate enough to visit this festival as a speaker and moderator for about 5 years now, and every time I walk away very inspired by the way they mix technology, the latest technology, with children in a developmentally appropriate way, that you feel it's very wholesome, you feel it's very safe, and it's the kind of experience that you want every child to have. I mean, after all, when's the last time you saw a guy take a smoked mackerel and turn it into a very tasty sandwich? The one thing that can't be captured by any camera is the smell of that smoked fish. Or, of course, the sweet taste of the fudge. Of course, I did not sample any of that. This is a little outdoor theater where you can walk in, and Cinekid is actually has its roots in film and children's television and linear media from across Europe. And so it's really another sort of nice way to see how the festival has integrated interactive and digital technologies with existing sorts of old media. As a person from the United States and a former public school teacher, it's inspiring to get outside my own culture and see how somebody else uses technology to empower children. While there is no visible curriculum here, there actually is a very strong curriculum of constructivism. Wouldn't it be great if we could do more of this in our own schools and libraries in the United States? I'm Warren Buckleitner. We'll see you next time.